field of tradition emerged. Earned, not given.
For centuries, Japan has been a land of myth. A place of warriors bound by honor, loyalty, and ritual. But in the late 1500s, a story emerged that seemed too unbelievable to be true. A foreigner, a giant, a man whose very presence challenged everything the samurai thought they knew. His name was Yasuke. Some say he was a warrior. Some say he had superhuman strength. Some say he was a myth. But history tells us something far more incredible. Yasuke was real, and he became the first foreign-born samurai in all of Japan. Before he became a samurai, Yasuke's story began somewhere far from the shores of Japan. Historians debate his origin. Some say he was from Mozambique, others Ethiopia, Sudan, or even the Makua people. We don't know his birth name, but we know the world he came from. Africa during the 1500s wasn't a monolith. It was powerful kingdoms, advanced traders, skilled warriors, and global travelers. Yasuke was likely caught in the tides of war, exploration, and forced migration, and eventually came under the Jesuits, serving as a bodyguard to the missionary Alessandro Valignano. And he wasn't just strong, he was enormous. In Japan's records, Yasuke stood towering over the average man, with a muscular build no one in Japan had ever seen. In 1579, Yasuke arrived in Japan, and the moment he stepped off the ship, chaos erupted. People climbed on top of each other just to see him. Some thought he was a god. Others thought he was a demon. According to witnesses, the crowds were so large that several people were crushed. No one in Japan had ever seen a man with his height, his strength, or his dark skin. Some even tried to wash him, believing the color was ink. But one man saw something different, something greater. Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful warlord in Japan, demanded to meet this mysterious foreigner. When Yasuke stood before him, Nobunaga didn't just see a curiosity, he saw potential. Reports say Nobunaga was impressed by Yasuke's commanding presence, his fluency in multiple languages, and most of all, his warrior spirit. He asked Yasuke to strip to the waist so his skin could be examined. When Nobunaga realized the color was natural, he burst into laughter. In that moment, something extraordinary happened. Nobunaga welcomed Yasuke into his service. Yasuke quickly proved himself not just as a bodyguard, but as a warrior worthy of respect. He learned the customs, the rituals, the strategies. Nobunaga treated him as an equal, something unheard of at the time. He stayed by Nobunaga's side during critical battles. He guarded him during meetings with rival lords. He lived among Nobunaga's elite retainers. And then, he was granted something almost no foreigner had ever received: the title of samurai. This wasn't symbolic. Yasuke was given a home, a katana, and a position as one of Nobunaga's personal warriors. Japan, fractured and on the brink of unification, was a web of shifting loyalties. And Oda Nobunaga's enemies were hidden everywhere, waiting for a moment of weakness. In the summer of 1582, that moment arrived. Nobunaga was brutally betrayed by his trusted general, Akechi Mitsuhide. At Kyoto's Honnoji Temple, dawn's light was replaced by the glow of enemy torches. Ambushed and surrounded, with the temple engulfed in flames, Nobunaga was forced to commit seppuku. Yasuke fought with ferocious desperation to reach his lord. His sword a blur against overwhelming odds, but the tide was impossible to stem. In the chaotic aftermath, Yasuke fled not to safety, but to continue his duty. He joined Nobunaga's son, fighting with legendary bravery in a final, desperate stand to reclaim his lord's legacy. Yet against the inexorable wave of Mitsuhide's forces, the heroic rebellion was destined to fail. After the fall of Nobunaga's clan, history goes quiet. Some say Yasuke was taken back to the Jesuits. Others say he disappeared into Japan, living among farmers and warriors who respected him. A few legends claim he returned to Africa. We don't know his fate, but we know his impact. In a land where foreign warriors were unheard of, Yasuke rose to one of the highest positions a man could reach. Not because of myth, not because of legend, because he earned it. Today, Yasuke stands at the crossroads of history and imagination. He appears in anime, books, video games, films, a symbol of black excellence, strength, and resilience. But the real story of Yasuke is even more powerful than the legend. He was proof that greatness knows no borders, and that a man can rise from anywhere, travel across the world, and carve his name into history. Yasuke was not just the first black samurai, he was one of the greatest warriors you've never heard about.